This is Lecture 2 of Module 2. Characteristics of sewage. Physical, chemical, and biological characteristics. First one is physical characteristics. Physical characteristics include color, odor, temperature, and turbidity. The color of sewage indicates the freshness of sewage. If its color is yellowish, gray, or light brown, it indicates fresh sewage. If the color is black or dark brown, it indicates stale and septic sewage. Other colors may also be formed due to the presence of some specific industrial wastes. Next one is odor. Fresh sewage is practically odorless. But however, in 3 to 4 hours, it becomes stale with all oxygen present in sewage being practically exhausted. It then starts emitting offensive odors of hydrogen sulfide gas, which is formed due to decomposition of sewage. Temperature. The normal temperature of sewage is generally slightly higher than the temperature of water. The average temperature of sewage in India is 20 degrees Celsius. When the temperature is more, the dew content of sewage gets reduced. The temperature has an effect on the biological activity of bacteria present in sewage, affects the solubility of gases in sewage. In addition, temperature also affects the viscosity of sewage. Turbidity. Turbidity of wastewater depends on the quantity of solid matters present in the suspension state. The stronger or more concentrated the sewage, the higher in its turbidity. Turbidity can be determined either by turbidity rod or by Jackson's turbidimeter. Chemical characteristics. Tests conducted for determining the chemical characteristics of sewage help in indicating the stage of sewage decomposition, its strength and extent, and type of treatment required for making it safe to the point of disposal. The chemical characteristics includes for determining total solids, suspended solids, and settleable solids, pH value, chloride content, nitrogen content, presence of fats, greases and oils, sulfides, sulfates, and H2S gas, dissolved. Oxygen, chemical oxygen demand, and biochemical oxygen demand. Total solids, suspended solids, and settleable solids. Sewage normally contains very small amount of solids in relation to the huge quantity of water, 99.9%. It contains about 0.05 to 0.1%, i.e., 500 to 1000 mgl of total solids. Solids present in sewage may be in any of the 4 forms: suspended solids, dissolved solids, collected solids, and settleable solids. Suspended solids are those solids which remain floating in sewage. Dissolved solids are those which remain dissolved in sewage just as salt in water. Colloidal solids are finely divided solids remaining either in solution or in suspension. Settleable solids are that portion of solid matter which settles out if the sewage allowed to remain undisturbed for a period of 2 hours. Particles more than 1 micron in size are classified as suspended or filterable solids. Particle size less than 1 micron and up to 10 to 3 micron are classified as colloids. Particles smaller than 10 to 3 micron are considered as dissolved solids. Particles more than 10 micron in size settle without coagulation and hence are called settleable solids. Particles smaller than 10 micron are removed by coagulation. Determination of these all you have studied in the last semester. I only discussing about the determination of settleable solids. The quantity of settleable solids can be determined with the help of a specially designed conical glass vessel called Imhoff cone. The capacity of the cone is 1 liter and it is graduated up to about 50 milliliters. Sewage is allowed to stand on this Imhoff cone for a period of 2 hours. After 2 hours, the liquid from the cone should be decanted off and the settleable solids collected at the bottom of the cone should be dried and weighed. Next one is pH value. The pH value of sewage indicates the negative log of hydrogen ion concentration present in sewage. Fresh sewage is generally alkaline in nature, with pH 7. But as time passes, its pH tends to fall due to production of acids by bacterial action in anaerobic or nitrification processes. Chloride content. Chlorides are generally found present in municipal sewage and are derived from the kitchen wastes, human feces, and urinary discharges, etc. The normal chloride content of domestic sewage is 120 mgl, whereas the permissible chloride content for water supplies is 250 mgl. Large amounts of chlorides may enter from industries like ice cream plants, meat salting, etc., thus increasing the chloride content of sewage. Hence, when the chloride content of a given sewage is found to be high, it indicates of seawater. The chloride content can be measured by filtrating the wastewater with standard silver nitrate solution using potassium chromate as indicator. Nitrogen content. The presence of nitrogen in sewage indicates the presence of organic matter and may occur in one or more of the following forms. Albuminoid nitrogen called organic nitrogen, free ammonia called ammonia nitrogen, nitrites and nitrates. The quantity of nitrogen present in sewage before the decomposition of organic matter is called albuminoid nitrogen. Free ammonia indicates the first stage of decomposition of organic matter. The nitrites indicates the presence of partly decomposed organic matter, and nitrates indicate the presence of fully oxidized organic matter. The sum total of ammonia nitrogen as well as organic nitrogen is known as J-dihyl nitrogen. These all you have already studied. Presence of fats, oils and greases. Greases, fats and oils are derived in sewage from the discharges of animals and vegetable matter, or from the industries like garages, kitchens of hotels and restaurants, etc. Such matter form must come on the top of the sedimentation tanks and clog the voids of the filtering media. Sulfides, sulfates and hydrogen sulfide gas. Sulfides and sulfates are formed due to the decomposition of various sulfur-containing substances present in sewage. This decomposition also leads to evolution of hydrogen sulfide gas, causing bad smells and odors, besides causing corrosion of concrete sewer pipes. Dissolved oxygen. DO is the amount of oxygen in the dissolved state in the wastewater. The determination of DO present in the sewage is very important, because while discharging the treated sewage into some river stream, it is necessary to ensure at least 4 ppm of DO in it, as otherwise, fish are likely to be killed. Fresh sewage contains some dissolved oxygen, which is soon depleted by aerobic decomposition. The DO in fresh sewage depends upon temperature. If the temperature of sewage is more, the DO content will be less. The DO content of sewage is generally determined by the Winkler's method, which is an oxidation reduction process. The solubility of atmospheric oxygen in fresh water ranges from 14.6 mg per liter at 0 degrees Celsius to about 7 mg per liter at 35 degrees Celsius. Chemical oxygen demand. The oxygen required to reduce the biodegradable organics as well as the non-biodegradable organics or both is called COD. It is a measure of organic matter present in sewage. Determination of COD. A known quantity of wastewater is mixed with a known quantity of standard solution of potassium dichromate and the mixture is heated. The organic matter is oxidized by K2Cr2O7. The resulting solution of K2Cr2O7 is treated and the oxygen used in oxidizing the wastewater is determined. This is called the chemical oxygen demand. Biochemical oxygen demand. BOD is a measure of oxygen required to oxidize the organic matter present in a sample through the action of microorganisms contained in a sample of wastewater. It is the most widely used parameter of organic pollution applied to both wastewater as well as surface water. The BOD may be defined as the oxygen required for the microorganisms to carry out biological decomposition of dissolved solids or organic matter in the wastewater under aerobic conditions at standard temperature. The BOD of water during 5 days at 20 degrees Celsius is generally taken as the standard demand and is about 68% of the total demand.